side by side. Hello! Happy Chinese New Year!
Yes.
Let me fix that real quick. There we go. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
So today we are going to continue on with the awesome ATC business that we've been doing, but we thought I'd put a little spin on it, change things up a little bit, kind of go from Valentine's on, actually back to the Chinese New Year, because we have lots of things that are going to be fun and very inspirational, from rabbits to, asemic writing we think are very perfect for it. So that's going to be fun. Let's say hello to everyone. Let's see. Do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. I do not know that you were here otherwise, but if you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. Do give those thumbsy upsies for those of you that know us and love us and like to hang out with us. If you are unsure, hang out for a little bit, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We very much appreciate that. Ring those bells because we do this 3 times a week. Look at that. That was the whole thing.
Wow. and delivered in warp drive.
Well, I tried to get through this. It's some people just are probably like, oh, I'm so tired of hearing this. All right, let's read everybody off here. We've got quite the crew already. Woo-hoo. We have Ann Laufer. We have Miriam, Heather, Belinda, Carrie, Christy Hartman, Darcy, Dana, Designs and Do-Overs. That's Kristen. Diane, Eddie, Estella, Effie, Griffinshield. That's Rhonda, Joni. Oops, sorry, Jody. Jelly John's back. Appreciate you coming back here. Evie just popped in, I believe, or Estella. Did I say Estella already? I think I did. All right, Jolynn, Joni, Kathy, Martha, Mary Ellen. Nightbot's here. She's the one that drops in the info, either prompted by our mods or she does just kind of drop things in as we go. Maggie Miller, hello. You just popped in there. We've got Penka, Rachel, Respect Design. That one I can't remember, but thank you for showing up. Sherry, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Stitching Art, Susan, Texture Junkies, that's Sharon. Hope you guys saw her last night and caught the hop yesterday. She did a fantastic job. So proud of you, Sharon. So proud. Shelly Studio, Tina, Trish, and Violet. I would say if Violet's here, probably Fran, but she was up late. Boy, oh boy, Fran was up late.
What was she?
She was at Sharon's live, and yeah.
And hung?
Wow. So it was like, all right, if I missed you, it was not on purpose. It's just, the chat kind of, or the participants moved there. So just holler at me, say, hey, Mara, I'm here. Hello. Sorry, I had to fix the little wire thing there where it all starts pulling down. All right, you ready to go topside?
Yeah, more or less. This is going to be one of those kind of organic, I don't know, I've got lots of stuff queued up to do.
Nancy.
I don't know what I'll get to.
Hey, Kevin.
Or what will, titillate my fancy. But I do know I have to do rabbits because this is the year of the rabbit.
That's right. Today starts the Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Or at least that's what I had on my, calendar. And I know they ain't shipping things.
Yeah.
We ordered a part. It'll be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of important. All right. Well, let's see. Let's just get this out of the way right now, and then I can put it away because I don't plan on using it. Oh, and I don't want to talk about that until...
She's not going to talk about that yet.
Tweaker Tuesday.
Hey, but look at that. You laid that. Did you lay that on there purposefully just like that? But look at it.
It's a little.
It was, yeah.
Is it the same bee? No. Yes, it is. It's just turned.
He's kind of, going that way. If
there you go.
Hold it up into the technology. People really appreciate that.
There's a.
Give us a wiggle. We've been embossing things.
Unintentionally.
Emboss. It was really a matter of, oh my God, if this stays like this, we're going to end up with black ink everywhere.
And I'm redoing my tag, so I don't want to talk about this till Tuesday. But I'm going back through them and, kind of... But look at that. And that's done using this crap pigment ink here. Who knows? This is something we picked up at Tuesday morning.
It was sort of cheap. But the thing is see,
Well, it was cheap at Tuesday mornings. I have no idea.
right. So the whole deal is that majority of ink, you know, like dye-based inks and such, only will dry if applied to paper.
Some absorbent.
Something
surface.
absorbent. Otherwise, they pretty much stay.
They sit there.
Yeah. But one way to get around that is slap some embossing powder on it.
Well,
Heat that
show
baby
them
up.
that one that you used.
Oh, this is the big. This stuff. Well, here, you show it because it's always back.
Okay, so.
It's dusty on top. I should have dusted it.
Oh, my Lord. That's terrible.
That's really, it's pretty much how things are around here.
Yeah, that's how often it gets used.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra thick embossing powder, clear. And what's cool is whatever color your stamp was, obviously. No, you put navy on top of this one. This was the first little experiment. The other one,
Yeah, that's the navy embossing.
but there's black underneath it.
Correct.
It was the same stamping thing, but she just put the navy on top. But the reason I really love this
The thick stuff.
thick stuff, well, what did I do with it?
You just, I mean, you.
I just had it.
You literally, and she uses literally.
Oh, it fell out.
You literally had it just seconds ago.
Yeah, I couldn't find my rabbits, so we had to. But this is the coolest embossing stuff because it's it's raised. You can feel it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's very shiny. Very shiny. I'm going to
We
use
made the coolest
this
card.
blue and orange.
Never to be repeated, but remember that one where it looked like it was dripping? And I could never get it to do it again. I'm sure there was some little, but remember I had colored it in with black alcohol ink marker. And then I had pretty much fairly quickly put the embossing stuff on there. And I think that's what caused it to kind of beat up. It was amazing. Never to be
Yeah, it crazed. Yeah.
Oh, Maggie was born in the year of the rabbit. Fantastic. I think we have some others here, too.
Yeah, I don't know when
Hi, Dan.
I don't know mine.
Hey,
Okay.
Chris.
If you don't have this stuff, it's probably something that you need to purchase.
Hello, Timmery.
All right. I don't know that we'll get to doing something, but what I thought would be kind of funny is to use the bee here on my kind of crappy, and, put him right down here so his little stinger, came out at the right place. I thought that'd be kind of humorous.
Yes.
Funny, ha-ha.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured,
got her some
love hurts. It goes along with it.
Yes, love hurts.
Love hurts. Love's painful.
True that.
All right. So this is obviously, this got cut out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a brayer off, and I was just practicing my stamping before I went on. But now here you can see, and this is a new stamp pad. That took overnight to dry.
That's the Ranger Archival because, and thank you, Jeanette. I don't know if Jeanette was here, right away, but I know she watches replays. So thank you, Jeanette. She sent me a bunch of information and kind of confirmed the whole stays on thing, stinky,
Yes.
solvent, probably not a great idea. She said that was what she kept coming across as well. And so we're going to kind of stay away from those as far as our foam stamps are concerned. So we went and picked up a couple other archival ones because most of the ones that we have are about 3 or 4 years old and dried up.
I re-inked this one and got some really interesting results here.
Yeah, that one all was all dried up.
It was totally
Well, I
dry.
think that one is really old, like before Izzy,
Oh my goodness.
because it came in like that gift set where you remember when you tried to stamp her little hand? When she was a
Oh
baby?
yeah. I
messes.
do remember
Yeah.
that. Oh, that didn't go well. Yeah.
It was a real sweet thought, but not
Well,
our
and then we
baby.
got to thinking, getting that washing, because they grip them up like this and you have to pry their fingers apart and
Yeah.
little bitty fingers and yeah. We did do her feet.
Yes, feet are easy.
Hands not so much. Okay, but anyway, I'm just really thinking that parts of this can be used for an ATC. So we're gonna try to do that. try
Hello,
to do that.
Kellyanne.
All right, I've got to show you. And here's my
just
progression. Okay, this is the one that I re-inked in the black. But look what it did. Isn't this cool?
Oh, I was behind
It-
the chat.
It sort of reactivated the black, but then the really smushy vermilion kind of pulled out to the edge, so you've got like this shadow effect.
Hello,
I don't know that
Felicia.
that's to be repeated, but anywho. Okay, we'll keep those together. And here's a bee. I don't know. I had trouble getting the bee going. Yeah, and too much. I don't know. It's really having trouble with the
red at first.
Yeah.
Well, it needed to kind of soak into the pad.
Yes, and I, of course, didn't wait. And here's a really smushy one. But, you know, I don't really care because I'm going to gel plate over the top of these, and they're going to be
Oh.
backgrounds.
Anthony Cody, hello. So happy you are here. He says he has 4 new Barons up today, including a U Baron with a live edge. Better get over there and get that bad boy.
Oh, my. Yeah. Baron collection. So we've got lots of red to celebrate. And this was my clean up my stamp.
And I had to buy, did you show him the huge pad? Did you show him the red one?
I'm going to shortly.
It's the only one.
But I just have lots of little pieces and parts to work with here. Thought I'd go ahead and go over this with something. And here's my stamp off. Isn't that cool looking?
Ooh, that looks like a frenzy of bug action.
Yeah. No kidding. Alrighty. Let's just... Okay, I want to put a transparent gold over all of these tissues. So I need to keep all of the tissues together, even if they're not so hot, you know. And this is a plain paper tissue. And these are my little tissues. These are 1/4 the size of the sheet that you get from Carnival.
Actually, isn't it 1/8?
Maybe so.
Because remember, those sheets are huge. We cut them in quarters when they
Yeah,
came.
because this is...
And that's then 1/2 of the quarter,
Yeah.
which is 1/8,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yay, math! Fractions, nonetheless. Oof.
Yeah, they're really... And, you know, Fran wrestles with them. But I kind of like to cut mine apart because I don't have a lot of wrestling room here. She has more wrestling room than I do. All right, I'm going to hand these over to Mariah.
Joni was asking, what is a live edge? Live edge on wood is like, it's the way that it looks.
On the tree.
On the tree. It has not been,
you know, cleaned up and smoothed out.
yeah, there we go.
It looks just like the tree.
There we go.
I love tables that are done like that. Okay, check this big boy out.
She's like, I really love the big stamp pad. That's the one, we have one.
And
a
I've
black
already
one
already
somewhere.
mucked it up with black.
Of course you did.
You know,
She's a cross contaminator like nobody's business.
I just, you know, and you just
She ain't
don't
got time.
don't even worry about it. I mean, it's not worth the anxiety that Mariah, you know. Okay. All right, I don't know what to do next. What to do next? What I need to do is I need to get this on here, and Mariah needs to do her little hoop-de-doo, because I'm going to try to do this.
I opened up new glue because I just couldn't take this other one. It was like, you know, waiting for it to come out, and it was causing some serious delay in mine.
Well, thank heavens. That other one, I just finally grabbed old art glitter and dumped a bunch out when I did my... Hey, I've been doing the backs of some of these, and they're really quite
I approved.
nice.
And let me tell you, that was hard to... Yeah, I have a very hard time relinquishing...
Control.
Yeah. I was trying to...
Okay.
Oh,
Now.
hey guys, did you notice? We have a simic in all sorts of situations because, well, P was asking about it, and we're like, well, sure, why not?
I really want to try this out because this is going to give you a stamp-like quality, I think. All right, so we've
Like
got
a block print.
Yes, we've got all of these, and we're going to do something with them. But as you know, interesting as it might seem, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay, I have to get into here, so I've got to remove these. But I will get back to them.
And I can't remember who recommended these containers, but bravo and thank you.
Yes.
Because they are wonderful. And she's using them.
And here's the thing about them. You know, you've got that, but see, it has a clearance. I don't know if you can see that. Where you can double them up.
Yeah, but
you
it's still not smushing them.
You're not smushing them. Okay, look at this organization here. All right, let's see. This little bee's got a... Is his still stinger showing? No, but it's got to be one of those that's flying in. I might do a wasp.
There you go.
We know... Oh, but his stinger's in his bum. Decisions. Okay, I think we're going to have to stick with the bee. Because it might have to go off the page. It's also what I'm thinking here. All right, let's...
Sharon said, oh my heart. Love the collection. Isn't it crazy that, like, already... That should be everything. And I think that the little... And we're calling it like a cake stack of the Art Deco. And it's in a set. So you get, like, you know, the big one. I think there's 4.
Think that's a good placement for him? Because you're going to take some off. This is bigger than it needs to be. Okay, here's the
stuff that stays
wet.
Diane Bell says, I won't say how many of those containers I have. More than one.
That looks pretty juicy.
Or the right answer is as many as you need. Or actually, it's usually like not enough. That's the case around here.
Well, you get those. Oh, look, Mariah. I don't know that it's gonna.
Well, okay. So here's what we're dealing with. This is that kind of rough.
I know. Mealy.
Yeah. Because it's the brayer off.
Yeah.
So it's texture, which adds a certain, you know, extra level of difficulty for stamping.
Yes. And that, see, there's just that little edge there where there was just one swipe of color. Out here, there's multiples. And that's why we're not getting a crisp image here with this also. That's just to let you know, you know.
Come in.
When you're picking your brayer offs, be aware.
Be aware.
Be aware. I'm going to try to, I don't suppose I've got anything over.
Now, the lovely thing about the clear stuff is that, like, you don't have to be exact because it's see-through. That's what I like about it. All right, I'm going to do the dryer thing.
You're going to do
She hates this thing.
Oh, I hate that.
But its results.
All right, I found this hot pink here.
Are you
this,
because I probably don't want to be talking while I'm, you know.
Oh, well.
It should, the sound thing should auto cancel thing or, you know, do the deal, but close your ears. I'll try to be quick.
It's really not that noisy. Or I say that. Juice that baby up.
I handed it to her last night and I think it was still a little hot.
Oh, okay. Here. This is going to be a good one. Look at that. Even, ooh, it is hot. It's still hot underneath. Ooh. Oh, I think that's just a fun, that is just, you know, I mean, come on now. that's a little bit funny.
Oh, Carrie, that's a good call. He says, if I miss the stamp, I normally add it back in with a fine Sharpie. You know, he just goes in and kind of fills in the little... Yeah.
Well, this one came out better than I thought it was going to. I mean, you can even see the little feelers.
Yeah. Hey, Fran.
Hey, Fran. I'm worried about you getting enough rest. Okay.
Just worried about you.
Studio G. Pigment ink.
I think that...
Acid-free.
Do they sell that at Walmart?
It's Hampton Art. I think they
is.
do. Because that's what this little jobber is here that I've re-inked it with vermilion.
And then a lot of times what would happen is Tuesday morning would get all of the overstock.
Oh, I think it needs a little more. It's kind of sticky and icky.
Are we doing too many more of these, or is this it?
I think that's going to be it. I just thought it would be good for... I'm going to put some more. Okay, you know you can get this stuff. This is Rangers. This is the re-inker for
Y'all know that?
Vermilion. I always call him Ranger Rick. Izzy watches that cartoon. And I do not know the proper procedure for re-inking. I don't know how much you're supposed to put out there. But I let them sit upright for a little while. Then they say to store them upside down so that your ink is on the surface. Duh.
I don't know. There's lots to talk about.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Hot pink and bees. Fran, did you just have a little bitty
something
sphincter clench? Oh, that's it. I love it. And I'm trying to figure... Oh, this is Archipinko.
It is Archipinko.
It took me a minute to recognize old Archie.
It's been a while.
All right, now we're going to make these into ATCs. And this is not my... Oh, I better...
Stamp that off.
Where's my little sheet here? See, this is how this got like this.
Someday you'll see that again, I'm sure.
What's making that little funny thing there?
Lisa's having spasms.
She's having spasms?
Yes, Lisa Mingus.
Over the bee? Or the Valentine?
Maybe
Bee.
both.
Okay.
Sharon said she did when you pulled out the pink. She also had a little... I love red and pink together.
I think, here, okay. So this is...
You basically have red and pink on today. Your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, that, I thought that I'd cover up that hole.
But now she's just pointed out there, but I don't know really why.
Well, I'm going to fix it and make it into a spidery embroidery.
Oh gosh, I get caught watching those the shorts or the reels or whatever when they're fixing and doing the little embroidery.
Oh yes,
I'm just so fascinated.
I really like those too.
I can do that. But then I'm like, probably not.
I can if somebody will grab my needle. Hey, I went to the eye appointment. I'm getting new glasses in a week or so. They said.
Well, you need to give me some of all those cards I cut yesterday for you.
Yes, ma'am. I have them right here. Look at this. Let me just whip those out for you.
Look at that card collection.
This is it. Now, all of these still need work, or they're just blank. But I told Mariah, I said, we should just start with that heavy-duty black stuff.
I love it.
And then we don't have to sandwich them. Because, I mean, some of these in here, the reason that they're still in here is because they're flimsy.
And they require me adding, usually I add at least 2 other...
See this one? It's flimsy.
Like cardstock to
flimsy. And I think most of the ones I want to talk about in here, I want to talk about on Tweaky Tuesday because it just fits so perfectly, okay?
Okay.
So I'm not ignoring them, and I'm going to show you my tags and what I've been doing to my tags on Tuesday. But today it's totally a celebration of Chinese New Year with lots of red.
And pink.
And I have rabbits, so we're going to have red rabbits.
Oh, I love a red rabbit. Red rabbit.
Who doesn't love a red rabbit? Oh, what's going? Oh, that's 2 rabbits. Oh, it's a rabbit head.
That's what happens with rabbits.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the stencils don't make more stencils. It's too bad.
Oh, I kind of like that moon thing.
Yeah, and so with...
Could be rabbits howling at the moon.
That's right. With the sets, the small set, you get the bigger moon. The big set, you get a smaller moon.
Did you see that little booger pop off of there?
Mm-hmm.
You want that to happen before you get it down on your plate. So examine them. The quality control here is usually pretty good, but sometimes it's rushed.
Yeah, there you go, Rhonda. And then I watched a thing, I don't know, went off on a hashtag little rabbit hole last night. I think we might need to invest in some of the acrylic inks.
Oh.
Because you can buy, so see, Rhonda said that she couldn't find a white ink pad, you know, the Ranger one.
My gosh.
So she just bought a blank pad and the white re-inker. But see, I saw somebody do the blank pads and then add the acrylic ink. I don't know, my question though is, how long does that pad last? I'm like, do they stay wet? Will it dry?
Because I've never had very good results with the acrylic ink pens. They work great the minute you get them. You took them and you just going crazy. But you set them down for a while. When you pick them up.
Yes, they don't have a real long... Now, you can put new nibs in them and stuff like that.
But who wants to mess with that?
Yeah, I know. I did it and it didn't
I
go
do
well.
not want to mess with that. Thank you very much.
It did not go well.
I need a third element here.
Is it because the little ones are near the moon? No, it's really about what's, you know, the space allowed for. But sure, yeah, that's a good story.
I need a rabbit rock. I'm thinking. Let's go to Stencils. See if we've got anything in here we can cut up that Mariah won't, you know, scream at me about. Because I need a third you need 3 elements. That's just too fussy.
Although it has a very, you know, kind of, what am I trying to say? Bonsai tree feel to it. Your little feely business over there. No?
No, this looks like it might be a dead rabbit. That's not good. Spinal cord.
Where?
Oh, now this is something that I made out of a file folder.
She has taken off with my scissors again. Neither pair are over here. I'm gonna bonk her on her head.
Oh my gosh, I better look at that. That's gonna be a good background.
Ooh. Hey. Oh. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I think I've got your scissors over here.
No, I got them. They were on her table.
Oh, well then she did.
Yep.
This is kind of nice.
But that's very sweet of you trying to, you know, protect her.
Little darling.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is absolutely lovely, but this is not for Chinese New Year.
No.
And look at how organized I am. Here I have jelly paper in here. Look at this, friend. This is, I forget where this.
Oh, God.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
There we go.
That's from the parts of your.
Oh, it is.
See?
Yeah, from her cogs.
And I mean, I used it a couple times, and then, oh, I know, it's because the paper got stuck to it. I need to clean it up a bit. I've got some stuff soaking in the bathroom right now. I kept thinking, oh, and look at, boy, this one was really a disaster, I can see. So, anywho, I was getting very angry about my jazz. Not, you know, it wasn't working like I thought it should work.
Jazzy.
And the reason is because it was all gooed up. All right, now this is kind of what I'm looking for here, because it kind of goes with that a little bit. That's a definite possibility. I'm not feeling that. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. I think, yes, definitely.
Now, do I have that in a smaller form?
Well, you know what you could look for? Yeah, you have one right next to you in blue. Under your, there.
Oh.
That's the one. You could also try to find Judy P's little coin ones. I'm trying to tell you to find things on demand is
yes, and I had those in my hand today. What did I do with them? Oh, God. I found them.
You found them.
But I was trying to get all of this stuff out of the way over here because, oh, you should have seen this place. Okay, I think those are like permanently married. They're going to have to go to the bath.
Oh, well, Fran, your cogs are in the shop. That's just the outer bit.
Yeah. All right, now see, look at this right here.
And
we're going to have to
do some work.
Yeah. Why is that falling? What is falling?
Sugar. What?
That was all of the stamps.
She might have to clean up today.
Well, I don't know why it fell off of there.
Well, I have ideas.
Well, and I can't roll my chair because I might roll over a stamp. So I have to just turn around, and now I'm going to knock all these things off.
This is not looking auspicious for your new year.
It is not.
It is not.
All right, I think what happened is it just slowly worked down like that.
It did. It was. You can't leave it open.
I had them in there just so perfectly. See, you know, you think you got something figured out, and the gods just laugh at you.
What do you use to separate stencils that are stuck together? Hello, GL.
You soak them in the
yes
sink for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes, with the Murphy's oil or
a combo.
Yeah.
All right. By gosh, this is not gonna beat me.
Oh God, I'm scared. She's using tape.
Tape that.
No, just tape it to her little thingy. All right. Gayla says it's finally happened. Complete art chaos.
Well, we didn't want to disappoint our viewers.
That's right.
I know you've all been anticipating something like that.
It was bound to happen.
But when this stick finally breaks...
I'm just happy that was the worst of what came out of her mouth. Very proud of her. She held it in.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Just about lost that little booger.
Oh. So I borrowed those earlier for a photo. And she said, what are you doing with those? Or are you bringing them back? Brad thought that was pretty funny too. It's like, oh, I really likes those. So yeah, she does.
All right. So we want this to be slightly rounded. I've got like a really good bunch there.
Here.
I'm going to have to kind of... Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, is that just not perfect?
Now, what would be funny on that one is if you wrote like, be kind. Love hurts.
And it's stinging him in the bum. I want an old-fashioned typewriter that I can type, that has slightly wonky. Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of sought after these days.
Yeah, I know that they are. All these journalers.
And then where would we keep it?
Where would we keep it? Oh, I'd figure that out. Okay, I'm going to hand this back to you because you need to put a back on it.
But what are we thinking with the back? Do I keep it black and then just put my...
No, I think you should have it red and yellow.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still working on the rabbit rock.
Rabbit rock. Roger that.
Kind of, it's looking a little eggy. I could have put an egg out there. Oh my God. What is, well, it's fine because I couldn't put any eggs. There's a rabbit rock that might be an egg.
Use your imagination. And
Yes.
we do have eggs if you want, you know.
And
You're
so
looking for eggs.
I will,
They're in the shop.
yeah, I will need another one of these because now it's been, but I'll just fix it so that it'll work like it is. There, look at that.
Oh, hello, Donna. Welcome.
Got some, I knew if I went to Frankie. If all, you know, if you're really worried about what it is that you need, you can always go to that folder where you just, and I noticed that yours
The
is
miscellaneous.
the miscellaneous.
That's what we're going to call it.
Miscellaneous. Okay. We've got 3 here. I love 3. You know I love 3. We've got the rabbit looking at the moon. But I'm just kind of thinking maybe more of a portrait rather than landscape. Because we need to get the moon a little further away from the rabbit. There we go. Ah. All right, let's get some red on here.
Hello, Ginger.
And let's start off with this red. And let's ombre some different reds. So I was looking at my reds. Here, I need to get my reds down right.
Okay.
Need to talk about the reds.
Do you need
And I know I've talked about them before. And actually, Fran has a copy of these. Because I made her one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see the difference here. And this permanent maroon, I put it in there because I definitely think it's in the red family. There's 3? I thought I've had 4 of those. Maybe not. But look at the difference. I mean, you know, you can go with your tomatoes. And you can go with your magentas. And then you can go with something that's kind of in between, which is the Carmen. And I use that one a lot. And I think, is this Carmen? No, this is alizarin. I like alizarin. It's purpley. It's a purpley red. As opposed to some of the scarlets or crimsons.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe we should have our ombre going this way so we can create sort of a horizon line. We'll see 2 different reds together in the same thing, and I think that that will be instructional as well as visually,
Aesthetically pleasing.
aesthetically pleasing.
I love to be pleased aesthetically. That's a good card, too. I love to be pleased aesthetically. Mine is
And
mine
see,
my bubble.
I need my typewriter because I guarantee you, you're not going to find that on any little,
Hey, guess what I have?
Ranger Rick's
Guess
little
what I have? I have
sayings.
I have a library of fonts. Along with
I know,
typesetting.
but they don't look wonky.
Yeah, they do. I can make it look wonky.
Can you make it real small? I really like your eyeshadow today. It's
I know.
kind of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Literally matches the side of your...
I
Do you
know.
notice that shirt she has on? That would be mine.
She dressed me. My mommy dressed me today for the stream.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of that when she was a child. I can remember her grandmother, my mother, would send her these really cute little lacy dresses. What was the name of those dresses?
Oh, the gunny sack dresses.
Yes, okay. And she wouldn't wear them. And I would just thank Mother and say, you know, oh, yes, she just loves them, yada, 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 yada. And then she'd show up at the house and they still had the tags on them in the closet. So it's kind of hard to disguise the fact that, yeah. And you know what she wore? Her brother's old clothes. That was the thing that she wore.
Hey, Barbara.
Now I'm really, you know, I should Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Make sure that that gets down in those holes, because I'm not seeing that happening here. Oh, that's a pretty paper.
Exactly, Violet. Exactly.
What is it?
She says that Carla, find a font you like, download it. Once it's downloaded, right click on it, click install, and poof, it's done. That's true. I really like the font, and it's DAFONT.com, because there are freebie downloads there, and it's a safe one, because sometimes those font places make me a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie.
I just want the typewriter. I want one thing. I want a typewriter.
They have both Mac and PC fonts too, which is nice.
It's just the physics. It's just something about, you know, it's
Yeah.
visual truth.
I hear you. And then I also hear you screaming because you've messed up the ribbon. The ribbon's dry, this, that. There's, you know, things.
Well,
I'm not trying to poo-poo on your parade. I'm just saying.
There's
a lot of, in the pros and cons columns, your cons are adding up.
now see, this is what happens when you chit-chat. When you should be doing what you should be doing.
Looking at.
Yeah.
No chitty chat when you should be looking
Yeah,
at.
there we go. Well, we messed that up.
Well, it's brand new. That happens.
No, that's not what happens.
Oh. They're always stickier when they're new.
But that shouldn't have happened because they were down on the
Oh. I see what you're saying.
paper stuff
I don't
because I was chatting and not immediately pulling. But we're going to fix this. Fix this.
Oh, that's cool. Eddie just stayed in a hotel. Here, this is what you could do. You can just go.
What?
Anyway, Eddie went and stayed at a hotel where each room had its own vintage typewriter.
Where is this?
Where is this, Eddie? We would like to send P for a little bit. We'll give her a list of all the things she needs to type up. She can have a little
Oh, I can. I can just.
hang out.
Do they serve
they have
alcohol?
internet?
Do they have food service?
Kind of envisioning
Gosh,
that.
I'm excited.
Yeah. What'd you do for vacation?
I'll tell you what. This is not a good start to Chinese New Year.
We're not doing well.
I mean, you know, we've had the crash and burn of the
Stamp. She got that
stamps.
tape down, though.
I think I can still use that. And I don't know what this ended up out here in the middle.
That's what I was saying, Lisa. That's what I was saying.
And the rock lifted. It probably needs a good scrubbing because it's really... Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking, too. So Rhonda says you can buy new, old-looking typewriters, but way pricey. It'll all shake out here in a minute. I'm sure of it. Oh, the year of the black rabbit is supposed to be the luckiest year all around in Chinese. Well, when is that? I mean, is this a black rabbit year, or what prompts that?
I have to clean these up or this is just going to keep happening. And I'm hoping I'm able to do it enough that, you know, we've cleared this off, and we'll just go ahead and make a nice tissue paper, you know, something or other out of this. Let these dry off while I'm doing that.
Oh, Rachel said that's how all of hers were looking yesterday.
Gosh, maybe there's something in the air.
Something in the air.
All right, throw that away and let's get some stuff on here and hopefully get this off.
Oh, yes, Eddie answered above. Oh, Boston called the Verb Hotel. Oh, that's cute. Like, you know, verbs.
Oh!
Yes to all food and booze and a heated outdoor pool. Well, she didn't care about that. She's not a...
Yeah, I'm not aquatic.
She is not aquatic. Showers are...
It just expends a lot of energy. I told Mariah, you know, I haven't been sweating lately. I don't need to bathe.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Thank you for asking.
No, I tried to use a really sticky.
Oh, you can pick out vinyl records to play in the turntable in your room. Oh, man. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, holy moly. Boy, I need to cut some more paper. All right.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Fortunately, I have more than one. Whatever size plate that was. Let's see. It's got some mucky muck on it. Let's try.
Hello, Susan.
Oh. I might even be able to get both rabbits on this dude.
Oh, an artist retreat in Boston. Yeah, it sounds pricey, but fun. Tell you, if we win the lottery, we'll do something like that.
I just want that rabbit to jump over the moon like the cow, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think that's why she made him that way. Oh, these are Paula's, by the way. Stitching art. She made the rabbits. And they are in the shop. They've been in the shop for a while. We just hadn't had a chance. And then I was like, well, we must do them on Chinese New Year. That's...
All right, so we've got the moon there. And now we can put this dude down here, except he needs to go this way, and unfortunately that's not the way the cut is going to like to go, but maybe it'll work. Need to cut me a rabbit going the other way. I know that doesn't seem like much. I just have to have that down there, and that makes 4, but you know, actually...
Tell you what, any of y'all that want to buy 2 rabbits, you need rabbits going both ways, just let me know. Put it in the notes. I can make that happen.
Yes. Okay. Now what? Let's get some of this.
Hello, Janice.
And let's get some of...
Hello, Tammy. Hey, Z. And I just want to let you guys know, those of you that we are sending ATCs and little booklets to, still gathering everybody things up. There was some crossover on, you know, people getting both. So, not a whole lot, but a few. So, I'm trying to make sure that I have everything in one packet. That sort of thing.
This is Pyro Red.
And we're still working on some of the ATCs. But I'm making progress.
Oh, yeah.
And he's helping with the back, so that's very, very helpful.
Yeah, I tried to do that the other day while I was sitting, because Izzy, bless her heart, you know, sometimes she just gets put on the back burner. Because everybody's doing their thing and whatnot. And so, Van ended up taking her, and I need to really concentrate,
Yes, concentrate.
and not be
Then you
lollygagging.
can tell the story.
And we have butcher paper down, no worries. Just don't know why that's not wanting to
Hello,
go
SWL.
down in that, into that groove there.
The groove is in the heart, you know.
All right, I think we're off to a good start here, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic. Everybody make that note that we're almost an hour in. Things are getting good.
Has it really been that long? My gosh, and I've been fumbling around, picking up stuff. Lord.
This is kind of one of those days. That's all right.
those bunnies. Cute. All right, that's the way that's supposed to go. Now, I'm going to clean this.
Yeah, let people know. Things are looking up now.
Yes, and I'm cleaning up. And we don't care if that's sort of drying out there because remember we're going to do a we're gonna take this to the we're just going to keep working with this. All right, let's use a little yellow in here. Yellow and red are always good together, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot of paint.
A lot.
That's a lot of paint.
That should be about the amount that she's getting used this whole time.
Well, we'll be using a little more yellow.
More than planned, perhaps. I'm having trouble with the chair today. It's in a weird rut. I swear that baby's been over here messing with things. It's just, you know, it's a little bit out of place. Things aren't quite.
And I told her, I said, you know.
Oh, they want you to finish the Izzy story about her going to the out and about with Popsy.
Out and about Popsy. Okay, well, at Willow Bend, Willow Creek, some willow. Yeah, you know,
One of
the
the
tree.
malls around here.
Anyhow, she loved going there. And we used to go there all the time.
When
It
she
was
was two.
pre-COVID. Okay.
Yeah, when she was 2.
Yeah. And have a good time. They had cars, and oh my God, she'd sit in the cars and drive the cars for 30 minutes at
We
a
got
time.
pictures of that baby doing that.
And I mean, she would go after it. Ooh.
This was pre-PM Artist Studio.
Yes. And we would just have a great time. So I took her back, and it was kind of sad because it was, she said, Gigi, I'm too big for that. That wasn't any fun. There were just little kids there. Well, I was really hoping there would be some bigger kids there because she could have had fun running around and playing with them.
Because we do remember there being bigger kids there. We're
Yeah.
kind of like, why are they here?
Yeah, knocking my baby down. I have to get up and be, you know,
Same thing.
the grumpy mother, grandmother. Well, I wanted to pull one good print for Paulla here.
But anyway, they have a gallery there at the mall. So they went to that, and Popsy was he was so proud of her for asking and that she wanted to go. She did. She had a really good time. She said they even had a black light room, which I was like, oh, we need to go and check that stuff out.
Yeah.
I kind of dig some of that. I know it's, you know.
Well, you can't have a Chinese New Year without a little gold.
I know that's right.
That was a pretty good one, all except for that bald spot up there. But I really think that Mariah can do some stuff with her. Sprays, thank you. Okay. Now, I will get back to my globby yellow that's slowly sliding off the palette knife over here. Onto... It's all right. Careful there, I'll be knocking it over. Alright, I'm out of my tissue paper. I must have to pull a Fran here. She just whips those big pieces out there and slaps it down, and
Yeah, I think she has a bigger desk than you.
she does.
Size of the desk matters.
Size matters.
Size matters.
I got some golden bunnies there. Look at that.
Oh, that is Carla. That's so sweet.
I'm going to try to hold this up, but you know, tissue paper never really cooperates with.
Ooh, I love that.
Isn't that nice?
That's fun.
All right, I'm not going to. I'm going to show you how I do this. It's very scientific and exact.
Mm-hmm. As many things you do are.
As of just practically everything I do.
Fran says she's watching carefully.
Okay, so I put this down just like this, and then I fold it in half. And I don't really fold it, I just give it a little tweak down there. And then I give it a little tweak on the other end. Then I line my scissors up. And I have these really nice scissors that Ann Robert got for me that will cut multiple. And I just head for the crease over there.
Oh, I gotta tell Lisa something about scissors.
About what?
Brad loves the scissors because mine are downstairs. These are the one that are up here. But Brad loves those scissors that, you know, that Lisa had sent us, the fancy little ones, you know. He's like, oh my God, these are amazing. I was like, you can hold on to them for a little bit.
Oh, we have, you know, teachers always have workshops, you know, that you go to, and it's just such a bunch of BS, but you just play along. Bull snot. And that other, yeah, also. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to stay with red, folks. I just...
hey, I think you've made your point.
Well, I'm going to try one more.
Okay.
Because I've got that yellow down out there, and I'm thinking that's drying nicely. So we're just going to give it a whirl.
All right, bye, Sharon. No problem. Have fun.
And we had this workshop, and what it was getting children to write by illustrating and then writing about their illustrations. So the lady that was doing the workshop had some nice new scissors, and she just put it down and just whizzed through it. And at the next teacher meeting, the principal said, I'm looking for a place to get some of those scissors for y'all. The kind that you know that they were using in that workshop. Nobody there said a word. We all just sat there and kind of, okay, yeah, righto. You just go right ahead and do that.
That's funny.
So when I moved to junior high from elementary, the art teacher retired and that taught junior high and high school, middle school, and I had this little, I don't know, about the same size that we have, 12 by whatever, out in my room. I had a...
What are you talking about?
A cutter.
Ah.
A cutter. Cutter.
A guillotine.
Guillotine, yes. And, anyhow, it was, you know, when I would get these large sheets of construction paper or watercolor paper, they were huge. And I couldn't do it. So I just waited for the weekend, and I just went in and changed it out. I got the big one and left it. Nobody said it. I don't, if they noticed, it wasn't in my presence.
Right.
And the whole thing was, you know, I mean, most of those people, what were they? They were cutting.
No, they're cutting.
Cutting little
8.5 by 11 sheets down to something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Getting lots of good papers and lots of good build up here. I'll go back to my red on my next one.
Yeah. And then whenever you're ready, I have this to show. I made one card.
Oh, see, look.
Ooh. Susan loves your teaching stories because she is also a retired teacher.
Here, hand that over to me. Okay, there's the front. And look at that.
I even used the little strip that I cut off the side. That's what's on the back.
That is. Okay, that's a winner. I love it. I don't know that I want to get rid of that one.
Yeah, it's kind of top shelf.
All right, let's use a little pink in here. We're going to get kind of peachy color going. I don't want to bring any blues in quite yet, because I do want this to be a celebration of our
Hello, Julie.
red.
celebrating the Chinese New Year.
Oh, I
Being
have
Prince and
I have
ATCs.
to tell you about my earrings. Did y'all notice my earrings?
They're quite large.
Yes. Well, they used to be clippies.
Oh, yes.
And I just couldn't stand it, and I loved them so much. And so I cut the clippy thing off and put
I don't know who
wires through the little edges there. And Izzy came up this morning, and she was looking at them. She says, Chichi, I love your earrings. I just want to eat them. They look like meatballs. I thought, oh, I'll have to wear these out and see if anybody else says anything like that. Oh, look what good stuff we're getting here. See that stuff that's being left behind? Mm-hmm. That's what you want. Okay, now I'm thinking.
Lisa, you missed the story about Brad's been using your scissors that you gave me. The little fancy ones. He loves them. He's quite impressed.
Well, I don't know why does he have those?
Well, because he was trimming up some stuff.
Oh.
And he's like, so you have the kind of crummy ones, the ones that come in the little set to clean off cricket mats and stuff like that.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
a little
those
bit
are
cheesy. But they do have a point. He's like, do you have any others that have like a really nice point on them? And I said, yeah, I do. But these are mine. But you can burn them for a while because you're going to really like them.
And see, and it's good because I have a little pair of very old embroidery scissors. That's what they're called. They're used for embroidery. Over here that I got at a flea market garage sale. I don't know. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once it goes down.
Goes down, stays down.
That's right.
Well, as soon as I win the lottery, I'm going to that place in Boston. I hate flying, but
well, in that case,
at that point, I can probably afford to fly first class.
Well, yeah, that or...
I'm telling you what, there's a world of difference there. Because I've flown both, and I'm here to tell you, if you got the dough, go first class.
Yeah.
Things just seem to be spilling out and falling over.
We're at max capacity. There we go.
What does that mean? Max capacity for what?
For everything. That's why it's spilling out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something technical, and I was going to go, this is something I need to know about. This is why I'm happy to get my glasses back. I can't even tell which side I'm clipping on. And I don't know why this turns into such a big old goober. I mean, just see that? I don't turn it upside down. Although I would if I needed to.
Yeah.
Drip a bit of paint hither and yon.
Hello, Lisa. Welcome.
Well, this is looking more like Halloween.
Just mix orange in there. It's fine.
It's in the family.
It is. It's a ready orange. Nah, yeah, that's where we get ours. Sorry, we're not much information after that.
What is that?
The deli paper. SWL was asking, and I sent her the link. She says, yeah, that she's seen that. She was just trying to, yeah, go to the restaurant supply stores, and a lot of them have online. But I know that it has gone up in price. I think they keyed in on the fact that lots of artists were using it.
Look at that.
Looks fantastic. And I don't think that looks Halloween-y at all.
It really isn't. Oh, that's beautiful. I think that we need to glue this down to a good piece of paper.
Okay.
I don't know that you need to do it right now, but yes.
No, yeah, it needs to dry a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Let's see here. I want to go with... not that one.
Who's tech? Fran, I love you when you call out stuff, but oh.
What do you think? Is this going to be kind of pukey?
Oh, Eddie says that the hotel is within walking distance of Blick, Fenway Park, and loads of restaurants and a Target. Pick up snacks.
What's not to love about that?
Yeah. Was it a tech question from you, Fran, or just in general? You gotta give me more info, my dear.
I'm going to try to get a really good print here. Remember this, heavier paper, when you're doing this technique, you don't want to leave it down too terribly long because it will stick.
Yeah, Tammy says that the deli papers went up at least $10 at Costco.
$10 seems like a lot.
Jump. Yeah.
Okay, look at that.
Hey, Denise, welcome.
A little bit of gold, a little bit of purple, a little bit of...
Oh, yes.
I think that was a good one. All right, we're starting to get back into our... I'm seeing nice little yellow inclusions, and you can always turn it over and see what's happening.
Ooh,
but look at the gold. See, it really, because it's so liquid, it goes down into those spaces really nice. We might do another quick gold.
Oh, yes, it was called the Verb, Sandy. Verb.
I think we managed not to win the lottery on this last round.
No, we didn't. One guy won, though.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was like billions. Or a billion. Or, yeah.
Billions. Now, I don't know that this is going to be a real humdinger. That's not. I'm going to pull it with tissue. I need to stop talking because that stuff
it's drying.
dries in 35 seconds. Just try not to clean off too terribly much of it. Leave a lot of it. Oh, look at that.
Woohoo!
Okay, I think that might be another one, Mariah.
Oh, and Paulla says brayer off alert. Like you should get rid of that one to the side.
Well, I think I can take another couple of passes on this side over here.
Turn it. There you go.
Because I do have a real nice sunset going on over there, don't I? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that is not a terrible idea.
What is it?
Rhonda, she says the lottery needs to do smaller jackpots with more winners.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? I want to leave a little bit. I don't want to pull off all of that because I want some of that to be on there. You know, kind of mucky. And this little golden egg down here. Okay, now we're going to have to think about what color we're going to pull it with. I guess I need to start on his butt.
Yes.
Not
or his head.
Poor little leg.
Because, yeah, you don't want to pull with the ears. You want to pull at the head so that way. Okay, yeah. There's usually a good way to get most stencils and masks and things off of not only like when we cut them, but off the gel plate. Now, there are ones like Bloopy Loops. There just isn't one right way. Just know that you should pull with caution.
Yeah, because they're going all different ways.
Yes, and that's very delicate.
All right, let's turn this baby over and decide what are we going to do.
Fran, I don't know what. You gotta give me more info, Fran.
You know what we could do, ladies and gentlemen? We could use the light blue.
Ooh, yes.
So it's like
Yes.
that. Totally opaque, so all of that yumminess of the... All right, we need to let this dry first, though. I don't know why I'm getting such a
Yeah.
rush here.
So, GL, if you used black, you would obliterate a lot of the red.
Yes.
Even if it's dry. Because there isn't enough there
No.
that it's going to create any amount of contrast.
Yeah. And that's where you get yourself in, you know, you paint yourself into a corner, is you have the colors that you have out there. If you kind of, you know, go back and forth, you've got them pretty well balanced. But you want to end up with kind of a light color or a really dark color the last round, because that's going to determine, you know, what you can pull it with.
Thank you, Violet. Okay, good. I wasn't missing anything, but I was like... But I could only swim upstream so far. Then I gotta get back in.
Now
Yeah,
that was
Nadine says, yeah, paint yourself in a corner. No pun intended.
Yeah. Okay, well that cleaned up pretty nicely.
I don't know why that is, Fran.
Why, what is?
She says that my voice is rather quiet, but P, you're fine. And what's funny is the mic is actually pointed at me.
Yeah. Well, I just have a better voice.
Could be.
All right, what else are we going to do here? While we're waiting for paint to dry.
You can stamp some things. You know, you have that other, you didn't give it to me. The other.
Yeah, I did the pink one.
I do not have it. Oh, yes, I do. Never mind.
I was going to say, by golly, you better have it, because I don't have it. Holy moly. I know, and I'm really, you know,
Oh,
I know we haven't talked about making,
here, show those.
this would be a great stamp.
Lisa would be able to. I think she's still here. Lisa, Sirius Hecka.
Look at those, that sharp point. I didn't ever use these because I didn't want to get paint on them. That's why they're pristine. I only used them for cutting when I wasn't painting. I'll show you my
They're really fantastic for like.
crap ones that I use all the time.
Oh, are you
Oh,
talking
I
about
think
the
I
old ones?
will. Oh, yeah.
I got them.
Okay, these are ancient. You can see they've got all kinds of stuff on them. And they're SSTM. And they are
She uses them for fussy cutting.
7, 6, 3.5, whatever that means. But you can take these in and have them sharpened. But see, they do have a nice little point.
I like using the one that Lisa sent for threads because it cuts them nicely. Doesn't
Yeah, they
those
probably are.
good for that.
These are probably due for
Yes.
a sharpening.
And Anne says they are yes their embroidery scissors are the same. Yes.
They are.
Okay. Oh, you're doing another one.
Well, we're going to go with a little different.
I think you should do black.
Black
And
right
then-
off the bat?
And then that way you
Okay.
pull with a color. And then that way, that's kind
We'll
of how
have,
you
yes.
want to.
That's how you get that outline. Okay, we'll go with heavy body. No, that's Prussian. Heavy body, Mars black. It's opaque.
Yeah, I can do that. Xander, 1 second.
What is it?
The boxes to store the stamps in, I can find that because I bought those, so I should be able to quickly find that.
I was very pleased. Whoever sent me the link.
Yeah, because you put it in the.
I put it because here's what my problem is with those darn things. I look at them and you can't tell what size they are. I mean, and some of them that look like, you know, that hold a winter coat are made for, stamps. And I just have the darndest time. Okay, that is probably, I'm going to go real light. Okay, I'm farting around with this, and I should be. I don't know if that's recommended or not.
There you go. I have dropped that link into chat there. It's a set of 3, which was really nice too. And I thought quite reasonable. Because I have purchased quite a few plastic, container things trying to contain
She's just trying to contain me.
and the baby. Told her if I had time today, I was going through the closet over here because
you should have seen the look on that baby's face. It was one of horror, deer in the headlights.
Yeah, she kind of looked at you like, are you gonna do anything
Allow
about
that?
this?
I was just like, don't worry, we'll just dig it back out. Oh, look, it's nighttime.
The party ends at some point.
I think that rabbit rock is just wonderful. Okay, now we have a nice, let me turn it over. See, we have a nice outline, a dark outline. And some nice mucky muck going on there. All right, let's get back into our...
Oh, Diane, they have been doing updates, and I don't know what is going on, but we had a full day of major frustration with our 2 makers. I tell you, the Explorer Air 2s, those consistently cut, and we don't have as many problems with those as we do with the makers. Whenever they do updates, it's very... Brad's like, I mean, there isn't anything we can pinpoint exactly, but we're suspicious.
We're just staying with the red, which I don't really use it all that much. I'm going to try to get to cut some more jack.
Oh, that's smart. So some people are they labeled their scissors, and then Rhonda was saying that she tied a tiny strip of fabric through the handle of her fabric scissors, so there isn't any confusion.
Oh.
We don't cut enough fabric.
No. Mine just have to be general usage and...
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It makes me so mad that they do that.
Look
that
at
looks
this.
Beautiful. And if you wanted to come back and add in the gold to that, it would be very easy to do sprays.
Yes. But you'd have to be careful not muck up your edge. I would not recommend that. I think just leave that just like it is. Okay, I'm going to use some gold.
I might steal it later.
And I'm going to try pulling it with some good paper, which I'm getting. Do you have the paper cutter over there, Mariah?
I do.
I handed you some big sheets. Could you make them smaller? I apologize profusely for not doing that prior. You can only cut about 2 of these at a time because they're really thick.
Oh.
But just 7 by 9.
Oh, this is the Jack Richardson.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be making this other agency, but I've been chit-chatting and...
Well, that's basically what you're supposed to do.
I don't know.
But I think it's really... I don't know if you all think it's cool that you get to... Sometimes you end up in possession of something that we've made on a live, but I always kind of think that's kind of cool.
You guys think that's cool?
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's cool. Okay, so this is, what, 14?
14, so 7 by 9.
Okay, thank you. You may have...
That's funny. The rock is out in the... I'm anticipating this to be wonderful. but you never know. You know, sometimes the stuff that you put down there, you're thinking, oh my God, this is going to look like parrot puke. But it's wonderful. And then something that you know, you really work on the color combinations and everything, turns out to be total cock-a-poo-poo. Oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Ooh. Check that out.
Okay, we're in the sweet spot here. Getting some good prints. I love it, I love it. Okay, let's go something with a little bit of, because we want to keep our ucky stuff going out there. So let's try a little burnt umber light.
You know,
in the fluid.
So Carrie just got his pencils, his Prismacolor pencils.
Oh.
I would say a really cool stream to go back to are some of that. There was like one or two where when we were doing the circle book, and P went through a lot of cool techniques on altering, fixing, or just, you know, using the colored pencils. And if you remind me or send me a message, I will either post that back in Makers or just send it to you directly, Carrie, if you want that. But I just remember that being a very...
Yeah, that was when I was really into it.
Well, you really reviewed it. God knows you're always into it. It's just most of the time it's at, you know, midnight watching murder.
Yeah.
Burnt umber light. Fran didn't know that that was such a thing.
Well,
Hey, Barbara.
it's just a little bit lighter than the regular.
It's a light char.
Okay, now check this out. We're still picking up some gold there. Picking up some reds.
That's the business right there.
Is that nice? I think the composition kind of makes me chuckle. I'm just going to keep going back to gold because I'm really liking it a lot.
Okay, do you have enough of these or do you need more?
That'll probably last for the
Okay.
duration.
I just hate doing that for the...
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's certainly good to have a assistant.
Which way is this bee going? I guess I should probably do it like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And try to get, you know, some of everything that's there. I don't know.
You could have stamped him a little more strategically.
Oh, I could have. I thought I was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I'm going to take this away. Look at this. You can see part of the little... I think it's his ear. It could be the moon.
Maybe. So Carrie, I think that would work. You would have to go pretty heavy with it, I would think, and on just a clean sheet of paper and some paper that perhaps has a little bit of tooth. But here's what Carrie was asking. Oop, I lost it. Hold on. Okay. He says, as I'm thinking of it, if I draw an image with a Prismacolor pencil as it is wax-based core, could I create a version of an image transfer with it?
Probably, but you know, it's so
gonna be really faint.
Faint. And you're not depositing. It's not like your waxy crayons and whatnot. So yeah. Time for some red. Where is my one? Pinky red. Oop. Pinky red. Permanent rose.
And you just want me to glue these down to like the Jack Richardson paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to try that here in a minute. Thank you, Donna. Hello, Judy P. I think she's sneaking in.
Hi, Judy.
Hey, I loved
I'm
it.
wearing your necklace today, by the way.
And I loved everyone's, of course. Oh, Miriam, her puppet was fantastic. Well, actually, I feel like I'm giving spoiler alert on the hop. You gotta go and watch, everybody.
I haven't watched the hop.
I know. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Don't.
It's really just such a variety, awesome interpretation of the I create. Just blown away. Well done by everyone.
Now, I tried to go really light with my pressure because I wanted to leave some. Well, that's not spectacular. But it's okay.
That's okay.
But now I've got some good stuff to work with here. So what do we want? You know,
Hey,
I haven't used copper.
I think that would be good.
Or, you know, I've got these guys.
What are these guys? Yes. Love those.
And I haven't used blue at all today. You think I'll jinx everything if I use blue?
No, I don't, because you're going to have to use blue on that one anyway. Do you think it's dry? I need to get blue down on it.
I love this blue because it's got a little green in it.
Hello, Karma.
Okay, now you see the brayer, how it had these little marks on it? I've got this one up here that I'm going to have to just totally soak because I allowed it to. So you want to brayer it out smooth. I mean, brayer off the smooth.
Oh, that looks cool.
Fingers crossed. I am going to give a little bit more pressure because remember I've got that kind of pink layer on there. Check it out, Mariah.
Ooh, that looks so cool.
And still have a little bit of pink left. But isn't that just wonderful? You know, you've got your greeny golds.
Hello, Raoul.
I think we need something a little darker. Because we're losing our edge definition, so we need a darker.
Yes, GL. Well, you can. P actually lets the paint build up on the brayer, and then she just, rips the skin off.
Yeah, but this is the one that I'm talking about. I got the edge off of it, but that was it. And I can't pull any more off of it. It won't come loose. So it's going to be a soaker.
Yeah.
And I'll lose that. So I'm kind of sad about that, but oh well.
And when you have a brand new or brand new cleaned brayer, that's not to use metallic paint as the first thing you brayer out.
No kidding.
Because it makes it very difficult It just
It's a lot of
sticks.
soaking.
Yeah.
A lot of soaking. All right, let's go with this dark red. Because I think we need to bring the darks back in. When you just are keeping up and going with all your lights, it's hard to get a nice outline. And don't let that get down on your plate. You'll be very angry with yourself. I'm going to try being a little more
little nicer.
circumspect with my paint. Oh man, look at this. I need to get rid of this right now. Isn't that beautiful? Good metallic.
Oh yes, Diane, fantastic post. She did the Elizabeth St. Hilaire. What do you call it? It's kind of this multi-layered type thing where you get. Somebody will tell me here in a second.
Oh, chine collé?
No. Somebody will tell me. We have had over 100 watchers. Do you guys want to do a giveaway? Two-tone dual pattern.
Two-tone dual pattern.
Elizabeth St. Hilaire did it.
Oh.
And then Diane did it, and she posted in the group. They're really quite fantastic.
Okay.
Hello, Yuta. How you doing?
Uh-oh. Well, that was our last pull.
Yeah.
Because the egg came up. That tells you.
The egg called it.
The egg called it. But look at this.
Ooh, very nice.
And I'm kind of happy about that because we can use a light color.
Oh, she said that you actually posted about Hilaire's technique. She doesn't remember. It was a little while back.
I like her.
I know.
She kind of drives me crazy sometimes. I don't know. I know that I'm guilty of not telling you enough. I know I err to that. So when I have somebody that's telling me a whole bunch of stuff over and over again, which some people really like, I don't like that.
It's like, I know that part. I'm good. But a lot of people don't. I tell her this all the time.
Yeah. I want her to get on with it.
I think she'd like you to pay for her classes and she'll get on with it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I think that's,
okay, here we are. We have a dry, goldy, orangey, and what did we decide? Blue? Blau.
Yes, the baby sky blue. Blue. But what is it really called?
It's really called light phthalo. Phthalo. I don't know how you say that. It's just a lot of letters together that kind of, I don't know how I'm supposed to spit those out. What?
Ricky, she had a fall. She broke her shoulder, knee, and tibia.
Oh, good Lord.
She's watching from the hospital. Well, sweetie, I mean, you're dedicated. We're glad you're here.
Mercy. Oh, I tell you what, that is one of the reasons that I came back to Texas because Mariah had a baby, and that was the deal. But
she was happy.
The couple of winters the last 2 winters I spent there, I just really didn't go out a lot in the winter time. And I would go out, and I felt fine if I had my ice cleats on, you know, going on the ground. But the minute you walk into a store or anything else and you've got those ice cleats on, it's terrible. It's an unsteady, and it's, so you have to take your ice cleats off. I mean, it was just such a whip. It just took the fun out of everything.
Okay, well, we're going to do a giveaway, so you showed up at the right time. Let me get that set up. One moment. Okay, I keep losing my keyboard because I keep pushing it over here because I'm working on this card.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the reveal? Well, I mean, I'm not going to pull it off, but I can turn it over and show it to you.
Get the preview. What we hope to see when it pulls.
Oh, this is a beautiful,
I love it.
Beautiful print.
We should put that one in the shop.
Yeah. Look at that. Can you see the little bit of gold?
I love it. Oh no, we may not put that in the shop.
I may just frame this for Izzy's room. It would be so cute in there.
Room. All right, scratch that, y'all. Sorry.
I really like this composition. I like this composition, I think, better than my other one. It's very whimsical, but it almost, do you know the artist Marc Chagall? He always has moons and rabbits and funny animals, and they're all just kind of floating around in this miasma of color and, you know, buildings and whatnot. And this reminds me of that.
All right, my friends, we are going to use #rabbit. So, I've written it there in the chat. Please put your entries in now. Do remember that this is for $15.99. You can apply it to stamps or whatever. It's just, you know, stamp stencils. Get $15.99 for your promo code. You must place an order of $30 or more to redeem it. And that's pretty much kind of it.
Everybody in?
You must be present to enter. This is a chat only thing. I'll wait until it kind of slows down. Oh, that looks so cool.
I know, but it's mealy.
It's gonna be hard to stamp on. Maybe if you use something bigger, like, you know.
Bigger pieces?
Well, I think like this Simic would work really well. We need to show off some of that. You got 20 minutes.
Hey, I should try this.
With the red.
Where's my red? Where's my red?
And remember, you got to kind of prime it. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the button. We're rolling, so if you missed it, sorry. Nadine! Aw! Awesome! There you go. Nadine has won. Nadine, reach out to me, remind me, you know, do all that business. Because I walk downstairs and like things. Now remember, in February, I think we're going to move it up to 200. Goals.
I think you should go by increments of 50. That's kind of a big chunk.
We're hitting like 120s and stuff.
Oh.
I think we need to go to 200.
Well, I just slid that little baby. Okay, well, I think it's inking up good.
So you got to tell your friends. Bring them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can set up 2 or 3 viewing stations in your house. Does that count?
No, it does not. Because you're still logged in. It counts by subscribers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, get your husband here.
Yeah. See, Carrie says, yeah, go to 200. Thanks, Carrie. He's on my side.
All right, I can get more if I go this way.
Oh, yes, and those of you that are here, please do give those thumbsy upsies. Hang out for a bit. Figure out if you like what you see. Do give the thumbsy upsies. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to ring that bell. It will notify you when we go live. Hopefully. And especially if I set the time right. That's helpful. That looks cool. So that's one of the block ones. Those are available in the shop now.
Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what I mean. when I say your brayer offs, you need to be really cognizant of the textured surface, because I'm going to hit over here. I'm going to get some blue and the plain paper. And I do have about 4 or 5 layers of paper on my table.
Yeah, it's a little bit spongy. A little. So, a little bit more dramatic. So you can either get, like, you know, one or both or the whole full things. But now there's block options. Because P really said, she's like, ooh, it'd be really neat if I had it also. Because then it'll look like a chop. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
a chop?
a chop.
Anne says that stamp is the bomb.
All right, here it is, and I should give it a trial. Yeah, need to ink more. I prefer a juicier pad, so I added a little bit more.
She juiced it up because she had the re-inker of that. She's like, ooh.
I don't know that you need to do all those.
And I think he has it in both sizes, right? He has the little block and then.
Oh,
the
yeah,
block.
I'm gonna get the little one.
So that's the one that's the current one, or the first one we came out with.
And this ink is, see, it doesn't say. It's more transparent. I would really like.
Then we need to talk about doing the acrylic inks.
I don't want to do those. Okay, now you've all seen this. As this is the one that I used. But now here's the one that goes with this one.
The smaller. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get it right down. Oh, it's still going to interfere with that other one.
Oh, because you wanted to get it on some paper.
Yeah. Just to show. Well, can I do it on this yet? Yeah, but it's hitting, but it's gonna interfere.
Yeah.
But I can cut that off there. Okay, that's gonna be very close.
Patty Fulton says pigment inks are acrylic.
Oh. So this
I
is.
still get very confused by all the dyes and. I mean, doesn't it all have pigment in it?
Yeah, that's what makes up the.
I need to get more note up.
See, a whole different feel.
Oh, they're in the shop now, Barbara. Yeah, and these are in the shop right now.
Right now.
And we will be rolling out more as we can get more designs laid out, figured out. Julie says, I love it when P says, I don't want to do that in that tone. That's my mom.
I don't think that you should tell people that you want to do something if you don't. Because it just makes everybody angry.
You don't know. I'm going to buy some. I'm going to use it. You're going to be amazed.
Fine. Fine.
And then you'll be like, oh.
I'm just
Can I borrow those? I'll be like, are you sure?
She's being very smug.
I am.
It has happened in the past.
It has.
Not often.
Right.
You know, I told Brad, I said, I know it seems redundant having this asemic writing in a block form, in a outline form.
But you know, we're here to please and give many options. You still need to prime it. That's what the deal is. And you're going on the
yes, the mealy part. See, that's the really, really mealy part. Okay, I'm going to try to get one down here on this end.
Ah, now this makes sense to me, Sandy, and I think that definitely that's the deal with that black that we used with the B. So she says, pigment ink pads also have glycerin, making them slow to dry, which is good for embossing. Duh.
Ha! Look at that, folks.
Now, Carrie says, be aware because if it goes wrong, there's a big I told you so coming your way. Oh, I'm very aware of her I told you so's. She'll post it and like write it on the calendar and celebrate it each year.
All right, look at that.
Arty. Welcome. Okay, and dye inks are permanent. I think so.
This says
That is archival, so yes, I'm thinking
permanent
yes.
ink. Acid free. And it doesn't smell bad.
Right.
The other ones kind of give me a little, if I've used them for a long time,
yeah.
They kind of give me a headache. Okay, let's see if I can get one more little, I think I can I get it in there?
Dye inks are water-based. It depends on the maker. That's what Estella says. Archival is permanent. Yes, it says so on the pad. We're very thankful that they put that information on there.
Amen, sister.
Oh, would all the ink pad aficionados please share your knowledge and makers? Yes.
That would be great because, you know, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, they're not like horribly expensive.
It adds up.
It adds up. Now, see, this is beautiful. Doing this on the edge, you can see what happens here. Mm-hmm. You've got a good image out here, and this is because I placed it down, and I didn't think I touched, but I did, to see if it was going to fit. I don't think I have room for anything else. But I've got all of them here now, right? All the sizes and all
okay. Stella says, if you plan to watercolor your stamped images, it is best to use the Memento Tuxedo ink. I'll get some of that.
Okay.
But I think the archival, because we know that from the little one that we have.
Yeah. These little boogers right here.
Right. Because that's permanent. Once it dries.
Acid-free, waterproof. See, it says
Yes.
right on the thing.
Yeah.
But now, this does not say waterproof. It just says permanent ink. One imagines that that's the same thing, but you know what assuming is ain't necessarily so. Okay, I'm going to show you my color, my custom color.
Hello, Ratchet Up Your Art. Please let us know who you are if you want us to call you by a different name. Otherwise, we'll call you Ratchet.
Okay, look at that. Look at that. Fran, check it out.
She was so excited. She's like, look at this. She saw it last night. She inked it last night, so she's pretty pumped up about that. There was something else I was supposed to be doing or saying or working on here, but I have lost track. If you have Sandy says if you have pigment ink pads for 10 years, they no longer work. We had some for 3, and it.
And I just poured some more stuff on them.
Yeah.
Now I this little jobber here, I don't know. It's got a funny looking. I don't know if it's gonna work. Ever. Oh, holy moly! Look at that.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I like that color. It's, you know.
Did you add ink to
ox
that one?
blood. Yeah. I did it on the ox blood.
She has many reds now.
I like red. I mean, I like red in the stamp.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing Asian themed stuff because it's just, that's what they use. They use, now this is mealy. I don't know how this is going to work.
You take a photo. Well, yeah, screenshot that.
Screenshot that.
I'll wait until the stream goes to full 1080 once it's.
Hey, that's pretty darn good. Like that. All right, now remember this is my custom color here.
Well, you know that was the only way she was gonna, ink things is, making her own little concoctions and crazy things that, may or may not be repeated.
It's just so negative.
No, it is not negativity. It is merely letting the folks know this is the reality.
Well, everyone's reality is different.
I know that's right.
Look at that. Ooh, and Mariah, you could emboss that because see, look, it's got shiny.
Ooh, yes.
You want to? You want to do it? Nah, she doesn't want to do it.
I can.
No, you don't need to.
I got the stuff right here.
I really like that. I think I like the subtleness of it just plain.
Okay. Because you know,
Now,
bling it up, like make it all shiny and like,
Yeah,
lacquer.
sure.
We can lacquer it.
Lacquer it. Yeah. Now, I thought I had a smaller version of the... Did I lose it on the floor? Smaller version of this. A really small version.
I don't know.
That Brad may be that I don't think is even in the shop. One of the original.
Oh, Rhonda says she wishes we had a list of inks to use on the stamps. I'm going to do something wrong. I just know it. Hey, we probably already have here. But yes, I agree with that. And I think once we know more for sure, we'll go back to or have like a blog that has like kind of recommended inks. But so far, it seems that these Ranger archival inks are safe to use with the foam.
Yes.
Now they do take a little time to dry on top of the paint. Once they're on paper, you're golden. You're good. But on top of paint, that's where we've kind of come into this whole, oh, when's it going to dry?
Okay, now see the mealy surface there. And I'm going to show you what I mean because I'm not just whistling Dixie here.
Oh, Yuta says that, yes, using a foam sheet or an old mouse pad underneath helps using, and she's got paper, like, it's pretty squishy underneath there.
Can you see that?
Maybe I should order, like, a PM Artist Studio one, though.
Yeah.
I'm stamping with PM Artist Studio.
Now see, look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. I love this sheet. That's fantastic.
And I just love this color because it's not just your plain old black. It's kind of purpley black.
Thank you, Julie. So here, she says read on the back. That's what you meant.
What?
It's amazing the information that one will put on packaging, but Julie sent it to me. Thank you. Stamp down squarely onto paper and let it dry. On gloss cardstock, allow 20 minutes to dry or speed dry with a heat or craft tool. Clean with Cleans It All-Purpose Non-Toxic Cleaner. Re-ink with the archival re-inkers. There you go. Now, I know a lot of people don't clean their stamps. We don't clean our stamps. That's, you know, that's a personal preference. Okay. Carrie quote says, "Have a tantrum and stamp with PM Artist Studio."
Oh. Yeah, see, I guess I need some of that acrylic. I could just draw on the end there. And
oh, what? She wasn't going to admit it. She almost did. I'm ordering some.
Oh, fine.
I'm going to get it in red, and I want it, like, in teal or something like that. I know you won't use that, but I'm interested. Hello, Jamie.
I'm not a real big color person.
Well, that's why I bought you that little set of,
Other than red.
you know, the browns.
Red's like a neutral.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That was a good one. See, once it gets inked up, it does better.
This little one is actually my favorite one. And
It's a good size.
it is. And it's perfect for the ATCs. Now, you know, the other, you could use parts of the others. But I think that this little guy is my go-to.
Yeah, and our plan is to roll out ones based on the stripper sets. Because we feel like we can get the most...
Can you
kind of
emboss that?
Mm-hmm. I can.
Because I think it would be cool. Very, very cool.
Which one am I doing? This one.
The one that looks the juiciest.
Well, remember it says you got 20 minutes.
Well, it hasn't been 20.
Options.
Yeah, okay.
I have time.
Yeah, there you go. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
Trying to find some other...
Some of that was in the lid. I'm going to blame that on you.
What?
You're showing things.
Doing what?
Shaking it up.
Making it up?
Shaking it up.
Oh, shaking it up. Well, I don't think that's a good one. That's just way too messy. That's too busy. Oh, that might be okay. There's some stuff going on there. That's interesting. Butterflies are not good for this. Nor this. Oh, Carrie, I have to tell you, is he still here?
Carrie, you still here? I think he is. He just said
I
just
just
a moment
loved
ago.
your, and see, Wonky Railroad. I forget I even have that. And I think that would make a good stamp. And something, you know, not terribly big. Just parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. This might be interesting. And look at Suavecito.
Yes, so tell him.
That's one of the reasons that I made, I'm going to go through and do bunches of tissue paper.
She loved your video on the
I
flipping,
did.
or, you know, going
Because
through
I just
and
got
adding to
so
your
many
basket.
ideas. And then I remembered Wonky Railroad. Okay, this is lovely, but it's so mealy. It's just not going to work. That's mealy.
Yeah, Carrie's going to get us those files. He may have already sent it to me, and I just didn't pay attention. But, yeah, I think Carrie's working on that. I love that one. Can you scoot the box up just a little bit closer to me? That's better. Thank you.
Well, see,
Ooh, that was
the
great.
problem with this one is, can you see parts of it are mealy and then parts of it are smooth. So you're going to get a crap stamp.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
Okay, this actually has rub off from modeling.
I'm going to do this.
Okay, can you all still hear me? Remember, this was when I used to set plates side by side. I need to do that again. That was a goodie.
Yeah, oh, I like the side-by-side plate stuff. Yeah.
This would stamp, but I don't know. It's just so busy. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about this. And it's pretty smooth. But I just don't know what stamp I would use. And I love this.
Here. Oh, good. It does the noise canceling thing then.
My goodness, look at this. It's just
A little closer to me. There you go. Perfect.
Now that is going to be absolutely stunning.
Susan, so what happens is, because these are brayer offs, when you pull the paint and you're brayering off, it gets, and that's the word mealy that she uses, but it has that kind of
It gets
gritty,
a sticky,
bumpy.
bumpy texture. It's very fine bumpy, but when you're doing things with very detailed, and see, I really pushed on the brayer when I was doing the gold, and on the other one that I did that was gold, I really pushed on it really hard to smooth it out, because if you go across it, it leaves that wavy stuff like this. So you're getting a texture on your paper which isn't allowing you to get a good, clean, edged stamp. But look at this. Look at that lovely
A
brownish,
little closer to me. Perfect.
brownish color.
We had a discussion on what's a little bit. she took note. Very proud of you. I love you.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to keep that one out.
Well, you got 1 minute.
Oh, well, I'm going to save that for Tweaky Tuesday. I've got 1 minute. We'll just go through some of these.
She's going to go through her, you know.
I'm doing what Carrie did. But some of them I don't talk about them because I don't remember. That's got gold on it. I haven't used this stamp in a long time.
Stencil.
Stencil, thank you.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look, I even wrote on this one.
This one has notes. I love it when they're notes.
Golden opals, golden naples, yellow hue. New stencils, pulled up paint.
All right, guys, it was really wonderful stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, celebrating the Chinese New Year with a little bit of rabbit action by our lovely and talented stitching arc, aka Paulla. Thank you so much for providing such awesome stencils to play with. Along with now, we're playing with some of our stamps. Super fun, super duper duper fun. We will be back on Tweaky Tuesday to tweak more, probably ATCs, prints, and you know, just doing the usual do. All kinds of mixed media art madness is what we get into over here at PM Artist Studio. If you want to hang out with us during the week and off, you know, from stream time and many of these lovely folks, that is over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. There have been links that were dropped in the chat, but you can also find that information in the Show Me More area, also known as the description box. That information is all down there. A lot of links to our website, where to buy things, and also just free information. That's also on our blog. That's on our website. Good info. We'll see you guys back here on Tuesday. Thanks.
Bye. I'm hungry.